I guess in this video I'm going to discuss what the difference between identity, column and sequence in Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So this all query and all the important points that I already written to save some time. So if you like to know especially identity column, so you should search on this video using identity column and identity call in SQL Server. Or you can search at your identity seed in SQL Server. So you should check these two videos. And if you like to know about the sequence, then here you can check this video. So there especially I will discuss about the uses of sequence in SQL Server. Now here let's see the differences. The first difference is the identity property cannot be shared among multiple tables because it is the table column property. So when I create add here identity, so it's applied on column. So applied on column for a special table. So we cannot share or that table property on another. But add here sequence object is created by user. So it can be shared by multiple tables. So if you create add the sequence, okay. So here programmability, here you can find sequence. So inside the sequence folder, they are going to create the sequence. But if you create add here identity, so inside the columns, there we can set the identity property. So add here first, I'm going to create three tables. Add here. So the three tables names are first is tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. So add here tab 1 table. So add here I'm going to create identity column. Name is ID. And here this is the integer tab. And here a starting point that start from 1 and increase by 1. So you can select add here any values. Start with 5, increase by 2. Like this you can select whatever you like. So add here I'm selecting start with 1. Second is increment. Name, address, phone. So this is not name, varchar and phone integer. Now here I am going to create two simple tables def2 and def3. So I could not set add here any identity property on ID here too. So first I am going to create add here the tables. So let's select that and execute. So add here command completed successful. Now here after refresh the table. So the table it's created. Now here you can find columns and here so here you can say ID is the primary key and here you can check the properties. So add here identity seed that is 1 increment by 1. So identity seed that is start from 1 and here you can find identity is the true. So add here this is the 1 column ID has this property. So you cannot find in other columns because I set the identity property on ID. So let's check name. So name is at here it's a false and here there is no identity seed and increment. So this values are 0. Now here after the next thing is let's check this one here after or you can click on plus here you can find columns. So this all are simple columns not set with identity. Now here after the next is identity column it's created. Now here after I'm going to create sequence. So sequence it's created, refresh the folder. The name is at here sequence 1. And here you can check the properties of sequence. Right click, here you can find properties. So at here this is the starting maximum value that's set at here minus 21 something and here maximum this all. So that start from 1 and every time you insert the record or write to execute any query, the sequence value automatically increase. So current value it's add here 1. So sequence add here it's created. Now hereafter I'm going to insert some records inside or dev2 and dev3 or table. So see at here or there are 6 rows inserted. Now hereafter let's check the record. So here you can find. So first time when that execute, so in table or dev2, so 3 rows inserted. So at here id values 1, 2 and 3. In next table dev3, 3 row inserted. So next to that id value start from 4, 5 and 6. So like this that continue. So if you insert or execute some query, so every time sequence value increased. Now hereafter when I'm trying to apply sequence on identity column, so add here insert into dev1. So dev1 or table id has the sequence, sorry, identity property. So add here insert into dev1 values, next value for sequence. So just trying to do that things. So at here I'm getting the error message. So at here an explicit value for the identity column table dev1 can only specified only column is used on insert identity insert is on. So this kind of error message that I'm getting. Now so this is the point at here. The first point, identity property cannot be shared or among multiple tables, but at your sequence we can share. So sequence I created and that I shared on at here two tables dev2 and dev3, and each time the execution the value going to increase by 1. Now here after the next at here, so suppose if I'm trying to insert the records on identity column, so insert into, we should not apply this kind of query. So we should not to use add a sequence. So to insert record in identity, so we should write insert into dev1 values, and this is the value. Now let's execute here. So here you can find this value is inserted, the value that start with 1, and here I did not set add here id values, so it's taken. So each time the value you insert, the value increase by 1. So add here Kelly and here this value is inserted. So this the things we cannot use this identity property on other table because it's a column property. Now here after the next thing is to generate the next identity value, a row has to be inserted. So we have to insert the row. So let's execute at here this query once again. So this time going to give Cali1 and here Cardiff1, and here this value going to set with this. Now execute. So if I execute here, so next time this value is now identity, ID value is now this time 2. Name, address and here phone are different. So it must be unique because identity value that each time execution the value, each time insert the record, here the value ID value that changed. So this is the point at here second to generate next identity value or new row should be inserted into the table. So this is not with sequence. To generate next value for sequence object, used next value for. So we should use at here next value for and here clause with sequence object. Okay, so let's execute that. So here if you execute this query, so at here you can find next sequence value that is 7. So it's not essential like we should not give like this. So either you can use this one or you can simply write this query. So at here each time the execution of or next value, the sequence value that increased. And here to sequence object can be increment without inserting a row. Okay, so it's not essential to insert the row. You can use at simply this query. So this is the important point here. So for sequence, it's not essential or to insert the row, you can write simply this. But for identity columns, so you should insert the record. After that, the value gonna increased. So at here, see this time 3. This is the name and here card. So this is the second difference. What I'm going to repeat to generate the next identity value. A row must be inserted, but it's not with sequence. Next value, you can use next value for here. And here the third is, so sequence object use table insert, but identity column uses cluster index. So suppose at here this is the first. So this is dev 3 is for sequence, dev 1 is for identity. Now if I execute there, this if I select at here display and if you click, so here you can find, so first one that is for sequence. So sequence that is used at here table scan, and here this is used cluster index insert. So this is the third difference. So sequence that uses insert scan, insert table insert, and here this is used cluster index insert. Now hereafter, so we cannot we can set maximum value with sequence, not with identity column. So we cannot set the any filter or any limitation on identity columns, but we can set at here or some limitation or maximum and minimum value on sequence. So if you execute this query, so sequence is the created, refresh that, check the properties. So here you can find, here is the maximum value that is set. So you can only insert 4 rows. After that it won't insert. So this is with at your sequence, we can set the max value at here on sequence. So this is the important point and differences between identity, column and sequence in SQL Server. So I hope guys this video is helpful for you. So now in this video it's over. So thanks for watching. See you next video. Thank you.